Breezy, here to help you expand perfectly. Without strong communications, business expansion can be a bit frustrating. Now, with AI integrated into our businesses, we can create personalized experiences for all of our stakeholders. AI is here to push us forward, not to hold us back. Our solutions integrate AI into your business in a way that is beneficial for you, your employees, and your customers. What do you do as a customer when you receive a communication that you view as a waste of time because you're not interested in the product? Or what about getting removed from a list but then somehow ending up back on one? A lot of the different communication blunders that we experience creates some type of misalignment. It may create some type of misalignment for you and your employees or for you and your customers. The interesting thing about AI is it exacerbates behaviors that are already shown in our organizations. So if the communication was already broken, AI doesn't fix it unless we assign it to the task. So here are a few things to lessen the frustrating associated with your AI integrations as you expand your business. How you're communicating with AI. It's important that when you communicate with AI, you are thorough in your prompts. You're thorough in your directions. You're thorough in the background about the solution that AI is providing for your business. It's also important for your communications to be consistent. With consistent communications and how you communicate with AI, you're leading by example. They're watching how you communicate with AI and to see if it's truly beneficial for them to integrate. However, if how you're communicating with AI is not thorough and it's frustrating, it's a bit harder for your team to observe those behaviors and to get excited about your new integrations. As you start to integrate AI into your business, it's good to also think about how you talk about AI. Communicating about AI invokes an emotion in whoever you're speaking about AI to. It's important that you're rolling out these new technologies to your employees and that they're excited to use it because change adoption does go a bit smoother. Humbly speaking about AI also invites participation, so it's important to constantly communicate that the technology is new and changing because as you learn more things about your business, as your customer changes, those technologies will change. So reduce the frustration that comes from employees who expect or who despise change. There are some employees that struggle a bit with change. So communicating about AI in a way where you're communicating that the technology is new and evolving will also brace the employee for the changes that are to come. As you speak about AI, it's also important that the communication is not threatening. Speaking about AI should come as a form of being helpful and supportive. However, if the communication about AI warns of it replacing the roles and job duties that currently support your organization, it's hard for employees to get on board with this adoption. It can also be intimidating to your customers when you speak about AI if it seems intrusive. So, as you speak about AI, it's good that whatever technologies you're offering to your customers becomes optional. And if you're considerate with your employees, how you speak about AI, keep in mind the emotional intelligence piece of it. It's important for the employees not to be afraid. As you speak about AI, it's also good to encourage experimentation. This will invoke change in your organization because you'll have innovators. As the technology grows, the capabilities become limitless. So, as you have these employees that are familiar with the tool, experimenting with it, the change adoption strengthens. So, avoid statements of worthlessness. As you continue to integrate AI into your business, it's also important to consider how you reference AI. When you use empowering language, when you're referencing AI, it does create a community and a partnership with the tools that are being integrated into the daily roles of your employees. It reduces resentment because employees become excited for the partnership. That support piece is important to highlight as you roll out the new changes with AI integrations. The rollout method that you use when you are integrating new technologies into your business, it does affect your expansion because Employees can easily overlook emails, they can easily neglect different trainings, so the communication surrounding how you roll out new technologies will affect your change adoption. AI can be integrated in deliverables, and it's best to have fun with this. Because the technology is so new and constantly evolving, it's a bit unrealistic to attach a metric to it. However, the discovery point should be a shared responsibility. You could teach and expect it to go according to how you like, however, because everyone's mind is so unique, it's best that you have fun with the integration. Don't immediately reward or punish employees because of their usage, because everyone learns at a different pace. So, the contrary is to offer up trainings, offer support every 3 months or so, touch points for employees to test their usage and adoption. And lastly, we're always going to bring it back to your service point. As you integrate AI into your business, it's really important to personalize the communications, widen the responses, and always make sure that you are available to the person that you're servicing. Let's say, for example, a customer is reaching out to support, and the reason for their support need is not listed on the chatbot. It's really important that customers don't get frustrated because of the lack of support or the standardized responses offered by artificial intelligence. Truly utilize the different resources and the different tools available with AI to create a more personalized experience for your customers. They do still want to be seen. They don't want to feel like they have a robot assistant. They still want those key interactions with you. So make it easier and make customer service more readily available. Different service guides more readily available. Try not to eliminate that key touch point because that is where your retention is going to come from with your new customers as everything becomes automated. We provide a solutions kit available to help you create a profitable communication structure within your business. As you expand and as you integrate new technologies, we do have tools available to help with a seamless integration. Visit my website for more information and tools on how to expand your business perfectly.